case management conference today in the case of Florida v. Donna Adelson. We will show it to you, but first let me give you a quick recap. The most interesting part was the brief exchange between Judge Everett and Donna Adelson. The issue was the possibility that Dan Roshbaum may become a witness in the case, and if that happens, he wouldn't be able to represent her at trial. He may become a witness because on the jail calls, there's mention of Dan Roshbaum talking to Donna about her plans to leave the country and go to Vietnam. Donna was asked whether she understood that possibility and still wanted to be represented by Dan Roshbaum, knowing the risk that he may not be able to represent her at trial. And she said yes, that she wants Dan Roshbaum. Other issues included if either parties had anything they wanted to raise, setting another court date for case management, and mention of a future trial. Donna Adelson will appear over Zoom again on February 12th. Also, make sure you catch up with all of our new Adelson content, analysis videos with Mentor Lawyer, and interrogations by tapping the notification bell. And as always, thanks for watching.
Good morning, Ms. Adelson. Are you capable of hearing me?
Yes, I am.
All right. In the courtroom with me this morning is your counsel and also counsel for the state. I'm just going to ask at this time for all non-parties to this hearing not to speak or interfere with the business of the court. I'll allow the attorneys to make their appearances at this time.
Sarah Catherine Dugan for the state.
Good morning, Dan Roshbaum on behalf of Mrs. Adelson.
I'll allow both parties to provide any update that they wish, but I did have some matters that I wanted to raise also during this hearing today. Ms. Dugan, concerning discovery that's been turned over to the defense, are there any new or additional matters that have yet not been turned over at this point?
Not that I know of. I know that Mr. Roshbaum had an issue receiving something via OneDrive and was going to get a copy of the hard drive today from our office, so it's ongoing.
Right. Mr. Roshbaum, with regard to your review of this discovery, obviously you need to get everything the state needs to turn over, but is your review as such where we're going to need another case management in the next few months, or do you think we're in a position to start talking trial dates?
Judge, I think we'd ask for a case management sooner, maybe in 3 weeks. I think we'll have a better idea then. The state's been working diligently with us on the discovery, but I think we'll have a better idea in the next 3 weeks or so.
Okay. Ms. Adelson, there is a matter that I am going to have to address with you as well concerning conflicts that would be related to your counsel in this representation. I'm going to need to swear you in and take some brief testimony from you. And from there, I'll continue with the attorneys. Please raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You can lower your hand. Ms. Adelson, do you understand under the Constitution you have the right to conflict-free representation?
I do.
As it relates to your current attorney, Mr. Roshbaum, representing you, you understand that he has certain duties as it relates to his prior representation with your son.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand.
You understand his prior duty of confidence that he must maintain under the rules of professional responsibility in some way could affect your representation.
I do, Your Honor.
And you also understand in deciding whether or not to waive any conflict concerning this matter, you have the right to obtain independent counsel on that matter.
I do, Your Honor.
Have you been able to discuss with independent counsel whether or not to waive any conflicts as it relates to the prior representation of your son?
I have, Your Honor.
And are you in fact waiving any such conflicts?
I am, Your Honor.
There is a second issue as well as it relates to the rules of professional responsibility for attorneys. There is another prohibition within them that deals with the matter of an attorney possibly being a witness in a case. I do not know if the state would seek to call your attorney as a witness for any matter. However, you understand an attorney cannot be both advocate and witness in the same case.
I understand that, Your Honor.
Do you understand as well if the state attempted to call your attorney for any reason that could materially affect your defense?
I understand.
Do you also understand you have the right to obtain independent counsel to assist you in making the decision as to whether or not you wish to waive this conflict, or even potential of conflict, I should say?
Yes, I'm aware of that, Your Honor.
And do you waive this potential conflict as well?
I do.
Mr. Rauschbaum, do you wish there to be any further inquiry as it would pertain to Lazarley versus State?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Adelson. That will conclude all testimony that I will need from you today. Does the defense have anything that it wishes to raise this morning?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Dugan, does the state have anything that it wishes to raise?
No, sir.
Very well. So we can settle on another date for case management coming up. You were asking for 3 weeks from now, Mr. Rauschbaum?
That would be great, Your Honor, if you could accommodate that. Or somewhere near that.
Right. I have case management coming up again on February 12th. However, that's my normal case management day. Is this something that we're going to be able to accomplish within the normal time confines, or we're going to need a carved out date? Ms. Dugan?
I don't expect any issue would take more than 10 or 15 minutes, so I think a regular court day would be fine.
Very well. February 12th at 2:30 in the afternoon. We will schedule the next case management date. Ms. Adelson, once again, you will appear by Zoom, but your counsel will be in the courtroom and you will be able to hear him, obviously, in preparation for any court date. Either him or Mr. Morris can visit with you and discuss all pertinent matters. One question that I did have for the defense as well, is there going to be a waiver of speedy trial, or do we know when the 175th day is going to be if we need to start thinking about calendaring a trial?
There's not going to be a waiver yet, Your Honor. I don't know when the 175th day is, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. We're working diligently with the state to try to figure out a trial date.
Right. Ms. Dugan, do you wish to be heard as to that issue?
No, sir.
Very well. With that being said, that covers everything I believe we need to hit for today's hearing. Ms. Adelson, your counsel will be in touch with you to discuss matters before February. I will see you then. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks, Chair.
That brings the hearing to a conclusion this morning. Have a good day, everyone.